forward to this. We're gonna have PK, AGC off the rip here. What's the keys to starting off strong on raid hardpoint when you're starting from that garage side?
Well, falling off the map is not one of them. As we see Gear just take a tumble right off the edge of the map. I'm not sure if he was testing that, you know that raid hardpoint bug where if you just died at the beginning, you would auto spawn on the hill. I'm not sure if he was testing that one out. But I mean, you have LA Dweebs starting garage side. They're trying to get across, break into the spawns for kitchen because, as with most P1s, it's a fight for P2, right? So,
yeah. As far as the spawning in garage and just turning around and falling off the map, I don't believe they brought that one over to this game. So definitely unfortunate. That was one of those things that I really did enjoy. Learning that it seemed like knowing that was kind of like the difference between having a fun league play. I believe we are switching on to P2 here, and
apologies, I think I had a connection interrupted there, so that's on me, I believe. As we disconnect from the game for a moment, but we do have OGC up to a 43 to 11 right now, so they got a lot of early time on that P1, as I guess LAD was just kind of fighting their way through mid. We also haven't introduced the rosters, so we do have on the OGC side, we have Feral, Moosey, King Muli, and Lucky Lopez. On the LAD side, we have Gear, Jake, Sadman, and Proxium. As it looks like I'm just gonna connection interrupt every now and then. This is kind of awkward. As I have no idea what you guys are seeing, but I get the occasional screen freeze, which is kind of awkward here. So, apologies for that.
Yeah, it's season 2 for Black Ops Cold War has just come out, and they're still working out the bugs a little bit. Every now and again, I know that there's been some frame rate issues that have come with this patch, so it's a bit unfortunate. I believe also, as we're experiencing right now, a bit of connection issues every now and again, but hopefully smooth itself out here. But you're gonna see LA Dweebs now on this third hard point here, this third rotation. How crucial is the spawns just flipped real unfortunately for LA Dweebs here, but how important is it to hold a majority of this time for LA, off to that slow start off of P1 and the rotation that OGC had for P2?
Well, I mean, this P2 or P3 would have been huge for them because they gave up most of P1, they gave up most of P2 as well. So, I mean, when you're losing P2 like that, you need to be that early rotation, get over to garage, get your setup ready, and then you need to hit some good time. But, I mean, as you can see, the spawns kind of went back and forth. OGC with a solid break. So, I believe the connection interrupted actually might be on my end. So I don't know how this is affecting the stream. So my apologies to everybody for the random freezes and things that are going on here. This is likely my fault. So sorry.
So far, so good. Just every now and again, getting a little bit of freeze frame, but it happens. You get internet cable getting unplugged. It's that's been in COD for a while. I feel like I'm surprised they haven't changed that animation or that photo rather. But this has been some pretty good time for LA. They did get that break. They didn't have the initial rotation, but it looks like you can see that all of LA is spawning back kitchen, back basketball, all the way on the back side of the map there, and OGC seems very ready for this new hardpoint to pop.
Yep, they're giving the last that scrap time back over to LAD. And with a 50-point lead, though, OGC is kind of sitting pretty. They're perfectly fine with the way they're set up. I mean, if you look at... Oh, my goodness. This is a very frequent set of freezes, and I'm actually very bothered by this. But you can see from the positioning of everybody on the OGC side, they just have all their bases locked down at this point. They got a player in every corner, basically, if you look at the way that they were set up.
Yeah, this is a rather, I would argue, difficult hardpoint to hold for a consistent amount of time, but LA Dweebs do break, about 30 seconds in. OGC did hold it for that first 30 seconds, so this is about how the hardpoints have been going since P3, I would argue. The first 20 to 30 seconds go to OGC, next 30 go to LA Dweebs, and it's not necessarily a bad thing for either team, but LA Dweebs really needs to get a full 60 or 40 to 50 seconds if they really want to bring that lead closer, because OGC is leading by 40 at the moment.
Yep. One thing I note too is that I feel like it was slightly accidental, honestly, in the fact that OGC setting up here for P1, they had all their players in the ring and then they just spawned in the back kitchen. And I feel like that might have been kind of accidental based on the positioning of the players, but it kind of worked out. I would have loved to see somebody like anchoring, because I mean it's a 4v4 map, or it's a 4v4 game now. You can properly anchor spawns, not like the weird 5v5 stuff that we kind of had, especially with MW. But getting the players into the back is pretty critical, especially on a map like Raid, when, I mean, your hard points, you spawn so far away if you don't have that anchor.
And a play that I would like to highlight, it happened, maybe 10 seconds or so ago, but did see Sadman going all the way around for the flank, does get taken out back laundry by, I believe it was Moosey, who sniffed out that flank, was able to make sure that, no kills came in from that side. Gonna see a contestant coming in for the LA Dweebs here onto kitchen, but again, we go to a new hard point. What's the score differential? 40 points. Expect OGC to hold maybe the next 15 or so seconds, but as I say that, LA Dweebs really aren't in a position to cause an efficient break here. There is only one player in kitchen. LA Dweebs obviously not aware of that information, as they're taking a bit of time to set up, get ready to go, but it's just one of those situations where that information, maybe you would have liked to see LA go a little bit faster there.
Yep, definitely. Apologies for the lag as I'm swapping back in here, as we do have OGC on the hill again, holding strong as Farrell picks up 2 on the hill. 70-second lead now for OGC as we're heading into this partway through the second rotation of hills here. It does look like LA is going to give up this P2, as you can see them already setting up over here onto P3 as the players are in. All the bases are covered here, and now it's on OGC to break it.
Gear did die there before the hardpoint spawned, so this is the crucial kill right now. Is OGC, they rotate late, they get the spawn. It's all on your fault right before the hardpoint did rotate there, and unfortunate break there for the side of LA Dweebs. I do want to point out that they have managed to regain control and they do have spawn, so kills are going in their favor.
As you can see though, like, all of LAD just got wiped there except for one, and then suddenly there's a wipe back. I don't know what happened there, but everyone just got cut down on the way into this hard point.
Not quite sure. EK needs to stay on this kill streak, on a 6 streak right now. I believe 1 or 2 away from streaks. I do want to point out Farrell and Lucky Lopez, both with over 2 minutes of hardpoint time at the moment. And I believe they might be leaving EK into the hardpoint here to get maybe that last bit of points needed for a streak, as it might be possible, but that hardpoint own time. And now OGC only 35 seconds away from winning this hardpoint here. LA Dweebs need a quick break.
Well, the artillery is going to come in. I'm assuming that was... I'm not sure whose that was, actually. It might have been Jake's, I believe, as it landed onto the hard point. As Gear's going to charge his way inside. He's going to find Lucky inside. Lucky's going to pick up that kill, though. Lucky will pick up a second, as Jake will pick up 2. Sadman will clean up Lucky. And that is going to be 4 down for OGC.
Now, if LA holds the rest of this time, they will be, I believe it's, within about 30 points of that OGC lead, which is again about where they've been hovering for the entirety of this game. So it's a very, very close game. OGC just has managed to hold that lead to about 30 or so points, but this is what I don't want to see right now from LA Dweebs, is as no one's pushing up right now. You've got Gear pushing up on that ring side, but as opposed, other than that, that's really not much going on here, and it's going to be a bit difficult to break this hardpoint without anyone in a position to do so. Got 2 players on the hardpoint for OGC. Gear hops in, gets 1, gonna get taken down by Moley, and this is OGC's game to lose right now, as they've got 3 players in the hill and 1 on open stairs with only 8 seconds left before the game's over.
Yep, doesn't look like anyone from LED is really gonna get close. Their only hope is Jake. He's gonna go down, as basically just everyone gets mowed down at the end there. And that is going to be OGC picking up your first map, 250 to 195. As we're going to Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, very, very, very close game. Just out of both those teams, you saw a lot of.
Sorry, as we get into it, So okay, that's why they drew, I guess, is because that's why they ended the host, because they swapped the teams on me, and I did not notice that. So OGC is on the left, LA is on the right. We can call it as is, or just go by the players. But we're already in a 3v2 situation, man advantage for. Well, I mean, technically it's OGC.
For the OGC, yeah. But it looks like they're gonna be working their way to put bomb down. I like this setup out of OGC here. They've got, Musi. Looks like it's just gonna stick on the bomb. I believe that is Mooley who's in that garage area, and then I would assume Farrell is the last person up top there.
Yep. But I was informed that apparently his name is pronounced Moley.
Moley.
As a fan was Proxima now in a 1v3. As he's got the SM74U out, he's looking around absolutely every which way. He's got a lot to do, and he won't finish it off as OGC will pick up their first round win. Oh, this is going to screw me up all day. I mean, I should be just calling it as is, really. And there you go, Farrell picking it up for the last one.
That was a good first round there out of the OGC. Sad. I would like to see, hop on board with Sad here rather as a phrasing, as a, fellow commentator extraordinaire.
Yeah. As it does look like a B hit coming out of his team. And you can see you do have OGC. They are playing like a kind of 2-1-1. You can see number 4 Lopez is kind of chilling in the middle, watching I guess that front piano entrance there. As the rest of his teammates, I do believe have Farrell up top already, and Molly's actually picked up first blood. Jake has gone down. I believe Jake's been first blooded in both rounds now.
A bit unfortunate there for Jake. I will say it is a bit surprising to me that most teams know that on a 4v3 rather on the B site, that they don't just teams don't try and just overpower, play the trade, go for first blood, or even trade it out, because you'll know that even if you have a 2v1 there at the end, last player is probably on A.
Yeah, I mean that's always the situation, I guess, in S&D of offense versus defense, right? Because you're always gonna have a man advantage on one site unless they suddenly decide, hey, we're gonna stack 4B. Like, you should always have a man advantage as well. Now we have Proxima and Sadman left in a 2v3, running out of time here. They need 5 seconds to plant the bomb. And he's not going to get close enough, it looks like. Actually, Proxima's going to sneak his way in here.
This is...
They didn't see him.
Oh, wow. What an angle. What an angle. I mean, Sad is in a great position here. Does have, bomb down in a 1v1 now after being in a 1v2. Goes for the mantle. Oh.
Honestly, he played that very well. I mean, that's exactly what you needed to do. You need to go hop over the wall, check it, catch one player, and then get out. He just didn't get out fast enough.
Yeah, the only other play that you really have there is to, maybe go top that purple, top piano, whatever you call it is for it. But absolute, just perfect play out of Sad. Unfortunate there that, you're gonna see Moosey going for that trade there. Just unfortunate that Sad had to take so much damage there, hopping over that wall. Was quite literally one round out of Sad there. Unfortunate, not able to clutch the 1v2.
Yep, I mean, also full credit there to Moosey for being there in time to trade out his teammate. Because, I mean, they're playing the 2v1. If he wasn't where he was, then Sadman would have got out, and then suddenly now you're in a 1v1 with a bomb to defuse. As we can see here, we do have OGC going for a full A hit. It's going to be all on Jake here, who's going to spot this, actually. He will spot this. He's going to have all the players in front of him. He gets 2.
That's one of those situations. That is absolutely perfect positioning.
Finds the 3rd, and they all go down just like that. I thought Bowie had him.
Oh my. Oh.
As well, this is unfortunate.
I would love. I can't wait to. Yeah, that should have been a. Probably, this should have been a 3v1 here for this kill here out of Mooley. But unfortunately, gonna get taken down there on that A side. One of those gunfights. Probably would like to have that one back, but OGC up now 2-1 against LA Dweebs. I believe that was LA Dweebs, or rather, LA Dweebs' first round win.
Yes,
as well. So,
yeah,
that's a good round win.
I mean, Jake was first blooded in 2 straight rounds and then decides, no more of that. I'm going to kill them all. Oh my goodness.
That's another one of those situations, of course, where, you know, it's just surprising to me knowing how people play, you know, how setups are formed. You have the just go fully in on it. You know, like right now we're looking at LA Dweebs on this offense, and look at the map presence that they have on A, and the bomb is still so far back. It's surprising to me that, you know, like with how far pushed up SAD is, that this push is a bit delayed here.
Yeah, OGC should also kind of be noticing this because the 2 players on B haven't seen a single person yet. And you think they should probably start thinking as like, hey, we haven't seen anybody yet. As I get connection interrupted here, as the finally the call will come in, as Moosey did get dropped over here as the player defending A. And that will force the rotation. And now the players
that kill
in. Oh, Jake is in a great spot there. He's just behind the entire push. As Farrell's got to deal with him, he's got to deal with the players in front of him, and Farrell's now in a 1v3 with 20 seconds to go. He's going to go down.
I think Jake was the secret savior of that round right there. I'm not quite sure. I know SAD does get this initial kill here in this build to open up the floodgates. Jake does actually shoot get into a gunfight with that player up top there, causing that player to reveal his location. So SAD goes, oh, I can push this, knowing that the other player is going to be bothered with Jake as opposed to looking at maybe the window or staircase that SAD is pushing through. So
yeah, definitely. I mean, and then you had Jake, who's hung out behind this police van here as the entire OGC team rotated over. He's just like, well, you guys are all backs to me. I'm just going to shoot you all in the back. And it worked out fine. So Jake has really just been, I guess, your standout player, or like your key player for the team so far in this S&D, as it's now 2 rounds apiece.
I quite like this push here coming out of SAD here. I really enjoy, you know, SAD getting aggressive now that they've got a couple rounds on the board. SAD gonna get that first blood as well, actually. So SAD picking it up, you know, making sure that first blood last round, first blood this round might be crucial in securing both these rounds for the team here. Here's the problem when you don't push here is that OGC kind of trapped in this garage piano purple area. They've got nowhere to go. They're almost surrounded. You've got SAD watching the full back. You've got Jake sitting mid, looking at the rotation. Well, and Farrell's just gonna book it. Farrell is.
He actually got out. He got out. He's gonna get there and get the bomb down.
Farrell's real name is Barry. Some fast-moving feet if I've ever seen one. My goodness, Quicksilver, different franchise, but still gonna get the bomb down. Immediately traded out. One of the situations that's a bit of a last-ditch effort, I would argue, but surprising that might have just given Jake streaks.
I'm not too sure. I have to wait for the counter there to see it. But it's very possible because yeah, he just hasn't died since that big round on the boat.
Kill.
Plus the defuse points. Yeah, I'm trying to remember how many points you get for a defuse. Is it 100?
Out of should be.
Let's get over there to Jake, number 8.
No, on that 6th streak.
He's only at 6, so he's got a couple more to go. But I'd love to see him play his life, stay alive, try to pick up these streaks, especially on a map like Miami where it's so much more effective than Garrison.
Yeah, Miami, you can single-handedly stop a push with a good artillery. So quite looking forward to seeing if Jake can get that. Also, Jake given bomb as well, but playing a bit peculiarly area now as you do have Moosey on this boat right next to Gear. Gonna sniff it out. Doesn't look like it yet. Moosey's still in such a good position here.
Oh, Jake picks that one up.
Jake on an 8 streak.
Yep, he's
not
got
missing full streaks,
and he gets out.
Gonna get naded. Doesn't care.
So Lucky will finally shut him down, but it's too late. He's picked up his streaks. He's got everything he needs, and this looks like it's gonna be a round win unless Farrell goes absolutely huge. He did get a shot there on a Proxium. 30 seconds to go for this 1v1, as Farrell might have read this. But he didn't read it enough. Down he goes, and LA Dweebs have rattled off 4 straight rounds.
That all comes down to this 2-piece right here from Jake. Gonna get that first kill. That's a bit of a difficult gunfight. This second kill, my goodness gracious. That is picture perfect shots out of Jake there. Gonna get that bomb down. Full streaks. Gets out with his life. Is gonna fall immediately after the fact, but still putting his team in that advantageous position with the 2-piece, along with bomb going down. Makes it so much harder for the opposing team.
Zip, well, there you go. I mean, the streaks from Jake are going to come in. And I mean, this is... I remember someone saying that if you ping your artillery, it doesn't refresh in between rounds. You can't ping the artillery in every single S&D round and get the intel. So that's the one nice thing about it for OGC is they're going to run right into the blender that is Jake again. Jake will only get 1 though before he gets traded out.
Yeah, but now you got to see OGC move. Like they're stalling, and this is giving LA Dweebs a position to rotate back and maybe gain some control of the site. Now, it is a bit shocking that we haven't seen too many A pushes that have been successful so far. Obviously, LA Dweebs did get that last round win, but this is looking like it might be another one for OGC. Here is they're set up in a pretty good position. This is a hard site to retake. It's a hard site to take as well, but when you only have 1 player devoted to it, it makes it a bit easier for the opposing team. So this should be 20 seconds left on the timer right now, and Sad is last alive in a 1v3 here. Bomb down, gonna get 1 on the boat, but not in a real position here to pick up another 2 and get the defuse within 10 seconds here. So this looks like it should be around for the OGC.
Sad man is just gonna shoot a wall instead.
Oh, that was a smiley face out of Sad. Surprising being named Sad, going for the smiley face, but who am I to judge?
Yep, and there's OGC with a 3rd map win, or 3rd round win, as connection goes out once again. I'm kind of curious what the stream actually sees whenever my connection interrupts. Like, does the game still keep going, or do you see the freeze like I do?
I see the freeze.
Okay.
It's a bit silly, but it's all right. Look at this. Look at the respect that the OGC are showing towards that A site. Look at that. Farrell has a good chance to flank here. Farrell obviously not knowing, but Farrell has so much space to work with. If Farrell times it right, like if Farrell went right now, this is a free 2-piece. Not surprising that you're going to see LA Dweebs pushing for that. Rather OGC. Yeah, LA Dweebs pushing for that A site is they do have streaks to work with. Probably don't want to use them here, obviously.
Well, no, this is definitely not the time you start pulling them out in a 2v4 with 30 seconds to go. Bomb down. Probably not your best moment to use a streak.
No, not at all. This is a situation where you save this for the next round, and you play your player life rather well. But that honestly, it comes down to a bit of a blind counter, obviously from OGC.
But it's a good mid-round adjustment. Like, this is the type of stuff that you want to see out of these teams in the middle of the match. You realize, hey, these guys have been going A lot. We're getting smoked because we get overrun. We're going to dedicate a bunch more players over here towards this side of the map. And it worked out great. Yeah. You catch 2 players there early.
Yeah, they have no idea. Only thing that I would not be surprised with either is, maybe if this does go to around 11, my first round 11. If this does go to around 11, if LA Dweebs are on the offense there again, is it possible maybe they go for an aggressive B hit, and OGC is prepared for that as well, thinking there's a lot of 4D chess happening here when you consider oh, these guys, we did this last round, so we got to make sure we don't give this up. And LA Dweebs seem to favor the A site on the offense, playing that 3-to-1 split again on that A site now on defenses. OGC is pushing it rather aggressively here. Difference this time, Jake not pushed up onto the boat.
OP is going to call in his
streaks
artillery.
To work with.
Here it comes. Run, OGC, run. As only Lucky's gonna get caught, I believe, over in that middle section. The rest of them got out alive.
Put good shots onto Farrell as well. I was quite surprised it didn't get that kill there, but
Yeah, but they're also aware that this is an A hit now. You can see the net kind of closing right now on the mini map here. As well, actually, 2 players have gone down from OGC in that exchange.
Oh,
excuse me, from LA. The right side.
That is not a situation that you want there. You have them trapped.
No. The Hellstorm comes in. It doesn't get anybody. Actually, Moosey will get caught though, as Jake kind of pokes out from the window there.
I don't necessarily agree with the use of the rocket there, but I do, admire the fact. I believe Jake saw whoever it was pushing into this building with him and realized, oh, you know what? If I don't just slam this rocket down, then I'm going to die, and not the situation I want to be in. Gonna play life. Smart decision there. Going into round 10, we have LA Dweebs 5-4 against OGC, and OGC, that was their offense, if I'm not mistaken, as well. So this is still, this round 11 is possible. I think we deserve one.
I think so. I mean, this has been incredibly like back and forth. But I mean, for that one too, the fact that Jake used both his score streaks and it was still a 1v1 in the end, it was like, that's when you're not sure about like, okay, should you have committed both of them in a situation that was maybe a little too close? But it worked out. So, like you said, who are we to judge?
It's this is a very very, very surprising round that I cannot believe that Jake does not have 2 streaks to work with here. On a 3 streak, and if this does go to around 11, even if Jake manages to stay alive here, could have the potential to get some more streaks. And look at this B push that's coming now out of LA Dweebs. Is OGC Mooley's gonna get a little over aggressive, gonna get taken down, and 3v4
Jake here.
now.
Is he gonna see Lucky? He's not. So Lucky's going to end the kill streak, so that's the end of that one. As now that's going to signal the B push here from OGC. As Farrell's going to put in shots. Great shots there at Aproxium. Picks up 2. All down now to Lucky, and down he goes. And that is going to be 6-4. LAD taking Miami S&D.
Up 2-0 in the series going into...
I believe that's 1-1 now, actually. OGC took map 1, LA took map 2.
Jake... Oh, the swapped teams threw me off there. Unfortunate. But.
And as it turns out, I appear to be incompetent in my stream setup, so I'm going to end the stream again so I can swap things around here.
Again.
So we'll be right back. Stream swaps, whatever. So the stream has been resized. I didn't have time to switch everything, so... Yeah.
Season 3, 3 streams, it's only right,
Absolutely.
Kind of works out in that way. Yeah. Gotta look on the bright side. But
I gotta find, where are all these guys?
you don't... You need my camera again, don't you?
Yeah. I believe it's a black screen until then.
Oh... Absolutely.
All right, what do we got here? We got LAD on the left, OGC on the right. Excellent, and it's currently 1-1. Ooh, the in-game, hear an echo from somewhere. Where's that coming from? Hear an echo from somewhere. Where's that coming from?
I hope it's not me. I hope it is not me. I hope it's not me. I hope it is not me. It's not me. I hope it is not me.
Oh, you know what it is? I've got the stream running in the background. That's what it is. My bad. As we're getting into raid control for our next map. A Dan favorite.
A Dan favorite. Dan likes any map from Black Ops 2. Why aren't we playing Express?
I guess the pros don't like it enough.
I will say
have an exact reason, to be honest.
I will say there was a video that came out the other day from, I want to say, Scump's stream. He was playing. He loaded into, might have been Garrison. Quite remember, unfortunately, which it was, but he said something along the lines of, oh, can't wait to not play this map anymore. And it seemed like it was the takeaway from it was, oh, are we not playing this map anymore? Are we swapping in a new one? So that might be something that we see soon.
Oh, so something to consider, I guess, of what's coming, as we do have LA is on the offense here, as we're going to see them making an attempt over towards the sites. As you can see, they are getting shut down right now. OGC is in a very pushed up forward position here. Generally across the board, as finally one's going to go down. Lopez will drop. Moe's the next one up, as Moosey's going to go down over in the end. Moe's still alive over here. Over on the edge of the ring, is finally, that's a great shot out of Gear. Gear, I don't know which way to pronounce it. I'll say Gear for now. As he's going to continue on a tear here, on a 4 spree, opening up 7-2. As we interrupt your programming once again. Will get dropped down. Farrell will shut him down. As Lopez is going to come through as well. Proxium on the hill is going to pick up another. And it does look like LAD is going to get this cap in, unless Lopez is going to say something about it from the top window. Oh, wait a second. What? Oh, they kept the other side. I'm paying attention. I honestly did not actually realize that it was kept. I won't lie.
That was a round out of the LA Dweebs there, as they went off to a quick start, capped A rather quickly. And yeah, just a good round there out of that team. They performed very, very well. Took quick control. That's the name of the game. Hey, that's the name of the game mode. I get it now. No,
Gear started off 7-4 here, as LAD's going to continue very fast pace so far. As right off the rip again, Proxium is going to pick up kills. Proxium is the only man over here over towards B. He's going to put shots into... Oh my god, there's two guys here in the corner. Farrell's going to get away somehow with his life here. As Proxium is going to hop out. He's not going to pick up that kill though. But Musi is still here on the point. So most of a second tick is going to come in here on the B. As well, there's the second tick. As Jake is going to be... Jake has actually switched over to a 74U. If I bring up stats quickly, we're going to have 2 ARs, 2 SMGs on both sides, essentially. So, typical raid setup, I guess, that we normally see. Because I don't think Moosey realizes there's somebody directly under him. Although... Oh, never mind. Sadman's dead. And the push towards B begins. 3 players here from OGC. As Moosey actually picks up 2 big kills there in the middle. As, once again, we interrupt the program.
This has been out of both these teams.
Oh, my goodness. I forgot I wasn't streaming the game to you. Oh, my goodness.
I've been going off the stream. It's quite alright. Don't worry about it. Actually, you can keep it.
I mean, it doesn't seem to be helping the connection interrupted problem anyway, so I might as well show you it in live time. As B has gone to OGC, and now they're beginning to cap into A here. As you can see, all of LAD just hitting from mid here. Oh boy. Sadman's coming up all the way from the back. He will pick up Farrell. The kill feed is just lit up Christmas colors right now. But at the end of the day, OGC is going to drop from the point. Sadman's pushed up in a very far forward spawn position here, trying to pick up these kills.
Absolutely brilliant play out of Sadman there. I love that. I love that so much. You got so much map control right now if you're LA Dweebs. The only person you need to worry about is Really, who I believe is about to get taken down, maybe by Proxium.
Yep, did just get cleaned up, and
There it
Proxium's
is.
looking for Feral over here, as he is going to pick him up as well. So there you go. OGC is going to get knocked out of the point. LA with a 2-life lead advantage, which isn't huge, but it's a lead, as Jake is on a 5-killing spree right now.
The important thing right now is the map control that is very, very clearly in LA Dweeb's favor here. As you can see, there's
Oh!
you know. Oh my goodness. So there's a little bit of a delay here on my end, but Jake seems to have just.
There's no way Jake should have picked that one up.
Do you remember when the Patriots went down 28-3 and Tom Brady came out for the second?
Yep.
And, it feels like that's what Jake's doing. Jake is just. We're gonna see it here again on the kill cam here. Is Jake is just refusing to let anyone do anything that he is going full no soup for you. No. Oh, did you want red control? No, I don't think so. I'll just get a 4-piece very casually. It's fine. Everything's fine.
And he picks up an artillery with that last kill too.
That's crucial. That on this map, that's absolutely crucial. But we're gonna see LA Dweebs now going on to that offensive side yet again. They're up 2-0, so this is a very, very, very possible 3-0 that could come out of the situation. I like this play out of Moosey here, is just hitting mid really quickly. Gonna actually help out on B as Jake is pushing onto B, and my goodness, that's a aggressive play out of Jake there. And look at the map control. Yeah, another one of those situations. Look at the map control right now. OGC has mid, B. Only thing they don't have right now is garage, and that's because, well, that's kind of where LAD needs to spawn. So this is a absolutely phenomenal situation right now for OGC. Would like to see a little bit more presence put into middle, just because this is a easily floodable area, but it looks like OGC knows, hey, everyone's in red. Let's go have a party over there. Who wouldn't want to have a party in that mansion?
I mean, it's quite a nice mansion, nice pool, nice everything. As Lucky's going to be the next one up here. He's going to pick up one. He's not going to get away. He will get traded out. Proxium's going to be there for the trade. And they're going to begin this A-cap. But, I mean, like, all that map control that OGC afforded at the beginning of the map has kind of tapered off a little bit. I mean, they're heavily invested over here towards this A side, but B is wide open. And you can see LA's now realized it. It's like, hey, there's no one home.
LA makes a smart play here, and honestly, if you're OGC, I don't completely dislike, just completely, maybe make a push for it, but you don't really need to dedicate too many lives. Don't want to give up any streaks. Let anyone go on a streak here. This is one of the situations. Totally fine, just kind of giving up B. If you can contain them to here, get a 2 or 3 dead here, and it looks like they've gotten 2 dead, and push for spawn control. This is a situation, and that was, pretty textbook right now out of LA Dweebs. Is unfortunately for or rather for OGC, they're gonna fall, and the 2 dead that they did get are actually gonna be pushing onto A. You do have Proxium in the back of jungle, and that's gonna cause OGC to spawn Tiki, which is quite interesting because it looks like LA Dweebs are also spawning on that side of the map as well.
Yeah, Molly pushed up very far forward there. I think he went right into weights, and oh goodness, my eyes. Sorry, that is a graphical glitch that appears occasionally in this game. And I've had it come up a few times. It's very interesting, but also not great for people's eyes. So I gotta try to avoid that area the best I can. As there's been
I don't mind.
There's been some wild graphical glitches in this game so far, to be honest.
I don't mind a little bit of Rainbow Road in my Call of Duty, so I'm quite okay with it. But as as we take our eyes away from laundry, it looks like LA Dweebs, unless Lucky can get a 2-piece, which Lucky contesting right now is
and
gonna
Molly just
fall.
smoked him with an artillery.
That the control from OGC right now is kind of absolutely just unreal. 3 lives, 2 lives left on the side of LA Dweebs. 1 life, it's all on Jake. Jake has the artillery.
Hey, if you want someone to do it, it's gonna be Jake.
Jake hit a 1v4, only 20 seconds though. That's the issue.
Yep, he doesn't have a lot of time. Feral spotted him. He picks up that kill, and Moosey's finally going to be there to trade him out. As holy smokes, honestly, he looked like he was just about absolutely going to pop off there in that moment. I saw it. I saw it in my eyes, like before me.
I was fully expecting that to be a clutch right there. My goodness gracious, absolutely. Just it seems like I said, Jake just does not seem to want to lose right now, and I respect it. There's a lot of good. As we go into that was OGC's first round win for this control here, 2-1. This is series tied right now, 1-1. So this is a very pivotal game, as leading 2-1 in the series. Always quite nice. Never want to be down 2-1, especially going into that hard point. As we see OGC yet to fall on this round, have a tick onto A. Looks like they're about to get theirs. They already get their second, and as I say that, they get the third. They do have to go down, but you have 2 minutes 15 seconds. You basically have all the time in the round, and you are up by 3 lives right now. So this is a very good situation for OGC and to be in. Jake still does have that artillery, but other than that, if OGC can bait that artillery out of Jake and continue to hold that kitchen money area, then they should be able to win this round if they get a good push here together. But the push is so staggered right now from OGC.
Yeah, they're just kind of filing in one by one as they run into each of the different lines of defense here. But on the other hand, I mean, they have to. I mean, OGC's got a mountain to climb because they have to both get through that artillery and force the round 5. So, and then even if you get to round 5 without call, as it does look like OGC is in possession of the back spawns, as you can see, LAD is trying to crack the hill from multiple fronts. We got players coming through garage. As there we go, stream is live. We're good. We got it on screen.
We did it, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. Figured it out.
Good job.
But shouldn't have been that hard. But we figured it out. Got a nice 20-point lead on the side of OGC here, as we're gonna hop on board with Lucky, who's playing that tool shed area, looking to keep LA Dweebs at bay. Sad gonna melee the air and take a back seat as his entire team coming off the respawn now.
If we are going to see Sad coming from the back here, as LAD is just kind of storming the point with the good spawns, as though they did have a split spawn. That's Jake spawning on this side of the map, as OGC is spawning on this side of the map. But it looks like they're going to give up the remaining few seconds of this time and head into P4 with their 30-second lead. The 7-man is going to be on a big flank here as well. He's going to pick up one. He's going to be coming in from the back.
You're going to see LA Dweebs holding this spawn quite nicely right now. They're making sure that they're getting good time in the hard point right now, as they are down by a little under 30. As actually, we're going to see a bit of a flip spawn come in. LA going to get that back green platform control. But look at this. This is exactly what you want to see out of Jake. Jake continuing to stay warm right now. Set up in green. Got the AR. Gonna get taken down by Moosey off the respawn. Those are crisp shots. Sad gets taken down as well. This is a good game. This is a nice...
Moosey's picking up. I mean, you can see him just pre-aiming all the angles. He knows exactly where he should be looking, where the players are coming. He's finally going to go down, though. His gear just kind of runs him over. But LA is now pulling. They've tied the game as a result of this hill. As you can see, Lucky will get taken down. Sad man, all of LAD picking up kills there in the kill feed. As we head over towards P5, and LAD is here on the early rotation, it looks like.
Yeah, we're stuck with Lucky through the respawn there. Looks like Greer just holding all this time right now. Gonna hop on board with Moosey, as he is trying his best to. This is a situation that is very dire for OGC, as they are stuck in the back. LA Dweebs playing this perfectly. You got Jake in that top green power position, just looking over, keeping him at bay. But as I say that, all of LA Dweebs besides Jake going to fall, and this is a good time, but no one's in the hard point for the moment from OGC.
Yeah, well, finally, it does look like Moosey is going to hop inside. You can see the LAD player swarming over from lights and the associated areas is all. Sadman's picking up one. He's going to swap out, get around the back. and shoot the trophies as OGC's kind of trapped in this back spawn now.
And they managed to get out of it once, so I'm not too worried about it on their side. But I do want to hop on board here with who else but Jake on a 6 streak, keeping these kills going. It looks like Jake's not going to realize that the spawns have indeed flipped, and that is quite a lucky break there for OGC. Now Jake finally 7 streak, gets the artillery, 1 away from the rocket. Not gonna get it on that challenge, but this is a very crucial amount of time right now that LA Dweebs are getting. Is you gonna see Mooley go stop green, gonna pick up 1, throws a nade, staying alive, love to see it. And Jake still on that 7 streak, did just fall. Gonna check back in with him through the respawn and see if did get that rocket. It is not doing so, and this is a good position right now for OGC. Moosey got the multi-kill. Gonna get taken down by Sad, but this is a very nice position for OGC as they do want to start setting up for that next rotation. Only 8 seconds left on this hard point, and looks like they're still pushing it, but LA Dweebs in control of the score right now as it's 150 to 130 and already in the new hard point.
Yep, LAD is set up in all the power positions, really. As you can see, OGC trying to flood towards bricks here. There's only going to be 2 players in front of them. There's going to be a 1-for-1 trade that will favor OGC as they take down the second. And now it's really all just on Sadman and Jake here to try and repel the push, as the push is going to come in. The Sadman's going to pick 1. Jake picks up another. But Mully will drop him. And finally, it does look like all of LAD is going to go down inside the hill. Actually, no, excuse me. Proxium comes in. And he's going to stay alive in the back there, doing his best.
You're going to get help from Sad there. Sad does pick up the few kills up front, and now it's all about the rotation. Here we go. Got Jake. Who else could it be but Jake? Jake and Greer in the back, just trying to hold this new hard point before it pops. You've got literally all of OGC is going to be pushing from this vents lights area, and gonna get 1 is Sad. Gonna look like I hit a little bit of a flank here. Is look how far Mooley just spawned out, literally spawning back lights as far as possible for this new hard point. And this is a crucial kill here for Sad. Moosey's gonna get it, gonna be pushing up, and this is looking like it might be a spawn flip here if LA Dweebs are not careful. But this whole time they've been getting the time. I believe that was 20 seconds that they've gotten on this hard point so far.
Yep, I mean, the unfortunate part there is leading into this hill, OGC was in the position that you never want to be as a hardpoint team, where you lose that early rotation and you're also losing the hardpoint. It was a 2-2 split for LAD, and they won on both sides. So that was rather unfortunate, and it's currently paying off for LAD as they've crossed the 200-point mark with an 80-point lead.
Yeah, this is looking very good.
90.
For LA Dweebs is up 230 to 130. That is, nice 100-point lead there, I believe. Someone don't check my math because I'm not very good at it, but LA Dweebs, they already have the setup they want for this new hardpoint, and they're within 10 seconds of winning this series 3-1. Jake, just in the hardpoint, I believe about to earn another artillery, if not already. As I look how close we're to
I believe he has the artillery. He's re-earned it. Yeah, and he's trying to stay alive, won't, so he's not going to get his cruise missile.
Unfortunate there.
But on the other side, you got Farrell on a 4 spree as well.
Farrell did get taken down.
Farrell doing his best. Yeah. But Jake, 25 and 15. Proxium, 24 and 13. I mean, these guys are just putting up the numbers.
This is the final push. Mooley, you got to get in the hardpoint. Did get 1 with the nade. Not sure how a trophy didn't block it, but 2 go down on the side of OGC, and it's going to be a 3-1 victory on the side of the LA Dweebs there.
Yep, I mean, they played this just so well across the board. They had all the early rotations in, essentially. They had everything just fantastic.
Yeah, this is, just another one of those. Look at this. Who else could it be in the final kill cam but Jake? Is I believe that was a 4-piece there that